We all come from a community, and these communities have a set of values or ideologies that must be followed religiously, and if not obeyed, one is punished. This is not different in many work environments, since many companies have adopted the issue or the ideology of culture at work. Personally, I would like to state categorically today that culture at work is one of the most retrogressive way of thinking, since this kind of culture only favors those in the managerial position or those who are influential within the systems. Therefore, killing or demoralizing many employees within the system. This kind of ideology, where we believe in culture at work where nothing can be changed, also kills some sense of growth and innovation within the system. Culture at work mainly awards mediocrity and not meritocracy. And that is why you will realize that most of the members in such institutions or companies will align themselves to be close to the employers and not to build their professional records, or not even to bring up or to build their professional skills. This is a risky kind of behavior at work, in that people or employees will not really think of how to grow professionally, but they will think or look for the simplest and the slightest opportunity on how they can grow or move closer to their bosses. This kind of behavior will only lead to some kind of loyalty where everybody will be fighting to be close to the employer, not to grow professionally. This is a very risky affair, especially to such companies, since the only thing that people are going to do is to move close to their employers. You'll also realize that culture at work kills innovation, and that means no new ideas can be introduced to the system, in that the system already has a culture that it follows. There are several dangers of culture at work. One of them is that they demoralize employees. Secondly, they ruin the reputation of the company. And thirdly, they alienate the customers. And finally, they destroy the value of the company. Research has it that many international companies have ruined their reputation from the kind of culture they have embraced. I'll quickly go through the dangers of culture at work. One of them is the tone at the top. Mainly, you'll realize that those influential members of that community, or the top members of the company, will not walk the talk. They'll always go against whatever they say, because they know that there will be no change or no one can go against their word. Secondly, there is issue of hierarchy in case of communication or complaint, that anytime one has to communicate within the organization, then the issue of chain of command has to be emphasized. Thirdly, the influential members of this society will always work and try to push for speed anytime they want an objective to be achieved, regardless of the kind of pain or stress other members of the team will be going through in order to achieve the objectives. Fourth, the kind of communication within the company is also poor, in that no one wants to give clear communication on issues within the company. Fifth, there is lack of accountability and nothing is clear within the system. Finally, there is an issue of biasness, and this is where you realize that such organizations or companies will always favor or reward mediocrity and not meritocracy. These are some of the results of culture at work. So anytime you're out there to start your organization, or you are in a managerial position in an organization, I would like to tell you today that Culture at work, as many would look at as a way of improving their productivity, is a wayward kind of dealing in the current society, and it kills innovation and bringing in of new ideas. Many of good ideas will be blocked from seeing the light of the day simply because the chain of command cannot open ways for new ideas to be brought in. So check and ensure that culture does not kill your organization.